For all your TCG needs, make sure to check out sabatcg.com. What's poppin', everybody? This is Saber594 on the Whimsy Players channel. TCG match with green Roronoa Zoro facing off against Buggy the Clown, the only character Zoro can't technically kill or beat from the anime and manga because of the Bara no Mi. I mean, it seems like a lame fruit when you think about it, but it can actually be pretty handy, not being able to be cut. Paramecia. Buggy has done all sorts of funny shit with it. But anyway, it'd be nice to know that, at least in real life, if I got that, I can't be killed in all the dangerous areas right now where people are getting stabbed. Anyway, let's not go there, but okay. So Buggy the Clown, I know what this guy does. He can be kind of annoying. If they get their draws right and then drop a bunch of big dudes, it can suck. But I think against my deck, where I can use the leader to attack twice and kill the big characters without too much difficulty when you think about it, and swing on life, I think I have the advantage just in general against blue decks. Most blue decks, maybe not Kuzan, but most blue decks, green or this Zoro, can be pretty effective if you go aggro and they can't handle it. Okay, so got the 8 Crocodile and Mihawk already, and got the Elvita down too. Now this Crocodile, his main attraction, I guess, besides the draw and summon, is any events that are going to get rid of your cross-guild characters. You can just negate them by discarding a card. But I don't really do this in this deck, so he's not going to matter. He's just going to be a 7,000 at this point. Vanilla. So swing again for 9. Looking good so far, putting that pressure. Got the double summon with the Mihawk, as you guys saw. And this guy along with the Perona, they come in an illustration box now. Should I eye that up is the question, man. There's just so many awesome products to get if you're a One Piece fan for the TCG. But, man, I have so many cards, and I'm gonna get even more anyway. I'll get the Whitebeard decks no matter what. I already know that. Do an opening, so I don't know if I should get this too. Anyway, block some attacks, and the 7,000, I'll let that go through. So this guy has a pretty big hand, but he's already sort of hurt in life. And got the Buggy down as well, this sort of a gravity bind / skill drain type of card. My dudes can't attack. So yeah, Perona won't be able to attack right now. Same for Mihawk. Being a 4,000 attack isn't so useless. That's why I do the double summon with it, because you can summon and then eventually maybe put a few downs and he can swing. But in this case now, not gonna work. So what are we gonna do? Man, the Buggy is definitely dead right now in hand, because I don't want to summon him just to get a double attack and then I can't even use him. The Ryuma as well. Okay, gotta do the Cavendish. And I guess I'll put everything on Zoro again and try and kill off the characters. 10,000 on the Zoro. What's it gonna be? I mean, the blocker has the same stats as this dude, so it doesn't really make much difference for him if he decides to save him. Go on ahead, make your decision. The Benster. What the fuck does that even mean? I don't know. Maybe it means something. Okay, so he let him die, and I'm gonna swing again. And besides the Tashigi, I can't do anything else. I think he's gonna block this attack. I mean, you should at this point. Yeah, just use the blocker and only discard one thing. Worked out. And that's it. Unfortunately, I can't attack with the other guys. This really, really sucks. But anyway, at least it's only the Perona and... yeah, Mihawk, I guess it was a bonus, but it was a minus from the hand. Okay, so Tashigi, I'm gonna let that go through. She did her job. what else? I mean, the thing is with this Buggy that I don't really rate, because I did toy around with a blue Buggy deck as well. It's good against like the rush decks and the decks that use a lot of smaller characters, but those are typically the rush decks. Because once your opponent, you know, let's say for my deck, he dropped that dude down, I'm not going to be dropping the other guys. So I guess in the case of things like Ryuma in hand, which don't have a counter, and Buggy, it turns them into dead cards. But still, in other situations, he doesn't put in that much work, I think. It's just the fact that he can't attack at all. That sucks. Okay, so I am going to do the Buggy. And I'm going to go for the double attack, I suppose. I should have really summoned... damn. The... fuck. Hiyori. Maybe I should have done that. Get a search. And then spread out the Dawns. But by doing this, I mean, I pretty much just forced the blocker. So he's got to discard a bunch to save the dude. And attacking again, I mean, it pretty much the blocker is going to have to die because I would get the double attack otherwise. So we did kind of something, I guess. Now then, the fucking... damn. Cabbage. And I guess what I can do now with the Dawns, I can just do the Hiyori this way, get rid of unnecessary bodies and get a little plus. Okay. Alright, so I'm in a decent enough position still. I got more cards than him now, where I have around the same life. So, he's going to do his best to kill the Cavendish, of course, being a threat. I mean, I can save my guy, but should I? I will do 2 cards. Okay, put 3 on the Buggy, fine. At least you spend some resources. He's more than likely going to use the Mr. 3 to kill my bitch, of course. And then summon the Moji. Yeah, this really sucks. We can't really summon much. I guess I can do Perona and get a search, see what we can get. Let's kill Mr. 3 first. Galdino. Tendons. Let's see, a bunch of 4-drops and Tashigi. You know what, since Mihawk is rested anyway, I might as well just get the event. Okay, so by doing this, I pretty much guarantee a kill on the... Well, I guess he has the blocker too, Moji. But I mean, whatever. I'll get the swings anyway. Let's try another... No, I'm not going to play the other Perona. I will put the Dawns on Zoro. Get this broken effect off. 11,000 on the dude, of course he's going to block. I'll restand, swing again. Of course he's got to let it go through, and then with the event, I'm going to swing again, it's going to go through. Okay. So he's in a dangerous position now. He's going to need to be dropping blockers all the time. Because now, you know, with no life, even the Peronas are going to be deadly. I can just put Dawns. Oh, they cost 1. Well, actually, I got 2. What's it going to be? You know, he is making me struggle, though. That Buggy... just kind of, he works well against my Zoro deck, maybe against the typical builds. I know a lot of people wouldn't be running the stuff that I'm running, like the vanillas and the structure deck 12 Mihawk and this Buggy. They wouldn't be running cards like that. Okay, block that. Gets the other Mihawk down. And gets Mochi down too. So lots of blockers. Well, I'm not going to be summoning anything from the looks of things. Unless I do another Perona. Should I do that? Because putting all the Dawns in Zoro and swinging again, I mean, I guess it could be something. I forced 2 blockers to get killed. I think I want to see if I can get something. Decisions. I think we gotta go for it now. I mean, just went ahead. Let's do 10,000. I might actually swing with Perona. So you're gonna have to burn one of the blockers. You know, Moji's gonna die more than likely. And then I'll get to swing again, and he'll have to burn another blocker. Yeah, you can see the pressure is just crazy. I mean, it's no wonder this deck is top meta. The pressure is just insane. So he's thinking hard. I mean, it's not an easy decision. He has to make sure he makes use of his resources completely correctly. Because one little mistake, it's going to be that the difference between winning and losing. Even me right now, if I just do things right, I can go for game. Or just make it so that he's in a really bad position, even more so. So there's 3 blockers, but I could take out all of them if we do things right. So he's just gonna, he decided to use the big Mihawk and discard stuff. So I get to swing again. So you gotta burn a dude again. And now the Perona, I can put in 5 Dawns. She's gonna be 7,000. So if he decides to block with Mihawk again, he is still going to have to discard something. So I'm going to do it for now. And then next turn, maybe we are going to play the other bitch. Who knows? So discarded something, the crocodile. And that's it. He successfully lived, but he did lose a bunch of cards and a blocker. You know, the pressure is still on. Even if he kills this Perona, I got another one. I can play the other small one. So that's the thing. You know, this Buggy, he stops stuff, but he doesn't really stop everything. I mean, if he stopped all of the characters below cost 4, then maybe it would have been a different story. But specifically 3 and 4, it just makes the searcher's threat still. So 9k. I'm actually going to block these attacks. And he scooped. Okay, I guess he was going to go for game. It didn't work out. All right. I hope you guys enjoyed the match. Sub to the channel. Leave a like. Share the video with your friends. And I'll see you guys next time. What a